Well, hello, dear friends. Welcome to our weekly broadcast, the Elnathan show. I'm so excited to be here today, and I'm just not going to waste any time. I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my trusted friend of the Word Smiles, Bola. So 1 second, guys. Oh my God, how do I bring Bola in? I think I should just click on Bola. Hold on. Hi, Bola. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I had a bit of a mental moment right now. I didn't know how to bring you in on the studio. I'm so sorry. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We've not seen each other in a bit
I know.
because of this COVID.
COVID is a matter.
Our show this night is let's talk about COVID. But before I get there, you're looking very young. How old are you?
An adult teenager.
You're looking like you are 16 years old. No one used to tie bandana. Everyone knew bandana first came out way back then.
That's the whole idea.
Don't because it looks like, and then hey, I remember these bandanas way back when. Oh, you tie it on the head, you tie it. I used to want, we had different colors. I had blue, I had yellow, I had red, and I think was it? Yeah, I don't know if I had green, but I know that my friends had different colors, and we'd exchange from time to time, and it was sweaty in the hot sun. I don't know. There was just something about those bananas at that time, and they've maintained their value. Look at still. Did you
Oh
buy this
yes,
from
they
Nigeria?
have. Oh yes, they have.
Did you buy this from Nigeria?
No, in fact, I got it for my kids. I don't know where they went to, and they gifted them.
And
So,
then,
and they have like two each, so I picked one.
wow, good on you. You look very young tonight.
I should
You
tie
look
more.
very young. I'm not going to tell anybody that I know your real age. I'm going to put that under under cover.
Let's leave that one.
Let's look your eyes. Just looking I'm so jealous.
Okay,
I
maybe you
think
should
I'm
tie
so
one. Let's see.
young. Even my head. My head is a bit big, full of wisdom and knowledge. That's what I
Okay.
tell myself. Anyhow, it's nice to have you back on the show. I really appreciate your coming. So tonight, COVID. Let's talk
Hmm.
about COVID. I have stories of COVID, and for a long time, I didn't want to address this show or address COVID this way because for some people it's sensitive. We really don't know what is going on. But I wanted to talk about COVID and its impact on us, on our families, on our children, on our mindset, on our mentality. You know, on our faith, on our belief systems. COVID and how has it impacted us. So I have stories. And the story I'm about to tell, or actually, I think is a mishmash of stories of people, different things I've heard from different people, different experiences. And I'm maybe addressing this show also to those in our community, immigrant community. I've spoken to people who say, that COVID, they're just lying. There are people that are dying from Lassa fever, Ebola, high blood pressure, heart disease. And so this is nonsense. And then there are some people that are like, no, let's believe all the scientists. Let's believe the doctors. Let's believe, the numbers, and look at people who are dying. Let's believe everybody. Let's believe the professionals who have decided that this is important. And then there's people in the middle who are like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. I'm just going to live my life, And so I see that, and you know what? For all the perspective, I can't fault you. Everybody knows where they are. For people who have pre-existing conditions, they're like, no, let's believe the professionals. I don't want to die. For people who have been healthy, they're like, And some people who are like, whatever. So this is not a show to judge, or this is not for us to judge or to say one way or the other. This is just to talk about COVID and its impact on our lives. So this is a story. I have a friend. I came across somebody. That's what I came across somebody, and so for as far as I know, and the way the person says the story, is that, so they went out one day, they had a meeting, they went out one day and they had a bunch of activities in the day, and then at night they had a meeting with another lady. The lady wore a mask and she wore a mask. This is how she says the story. This is her story. She says, I wore a mask, they wore a mask, and I sat in the room with the lady and we had this meeting, 40 minutes meeting. Actually, she said, when I walked into that, I forgot my mask in the car. So I run out to go get it. And the lady says, go get your mask. And so she gets the mask. She has a 40 minutes meeting and she goes back home, you know, um, in the car. She drives home and gets home. And so this was like a Tuesday meeting. By Wednesday, she goes, the way she says, I don't know the kind of wind that blew, because the way I felt, you know, my bones felt sore. The kind of bone crushing pain that you are sore, you can't, your body aches, you have temperature, you are shivering, you can't taste food anymore, you're just weak. And goes on for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, tired. Eventually she says, I lost my voice. I lost my voice. And then the worst thing is, she says, I lost my sense of smell. And she was able to know this was because she said she was sitting by a baby who had a full diaper. And usually, you sit by a baby who has a full diaper, you would smell. For those of us who've ever carried
You
diaper,
take off.
we know that aroma is just. And she was sitting by this baby who had a full diaper, and she didn't even know that the baby had a full diaper, because a full diaper of poop, I should say, not of pee, of poop. And she goes, and she couldn't even smell it. And then she realized that, whoa, this is serious. Of course, now she's better. She, I don't believe she sought medical care, because she didn't feel she had to. She didn't lose her breath or anything like that. But she did say that it was really painful, like it was really tough on her. And that, she's grateful that nobody else caught it. And she was home. She quarantined, I believe, for 14 days, even more, because after she was sick for like 7 days, it took her for another 8 days to just kind of get back to normal and get her health back in order. And and she's fine now. And that's, one of the stories that I came across. And there's other people's stories, who went out, and one person said her husband was virulently sick, just seriously sick, throwing up, sick. And then, of course, the entire family tested positive of, the COVID virus. And, the other person I also spoke to said, the children went to school. I think they shut the entire school down. No, sorry, not the entire school, the class. The class was shut down, and they told them to stay home, and everybody in the house got it, and they were all very sick. And it was so sad, because sometimes, where do you go when everybody's sick? Who takes care of who? So the mom was like, what am I supposed to do? My husband is sick, he's throwing up, he can't get up. The children are like, Mom, I feel bad, and I think they got a call from AHS. And AHS says, tell me wherever you've been. Start listing out where you've been. Who did you come across? Did they use the mask? Where were you? And she's like, I don't even remember. I don't feel well. I'm not laughing at the person, I should say, but I'll just, kind of, the experience. And so this is the show. The show is COVID and its impact on our family. And I guess my first point today that I want to make is this: COVID exists. What do you think, Bella? Does it exist or not?
Well, the thing is, I've learned a lesson in life. Don't wait till it touches home before you start to be, what's the word? Start to feel concerned, or start to feel that this thing is real. Sometimes, and what happened to me when I lost my mom, initially I'm like, people lose their mothers, after a mother yourself, and then you just feel like, I beg, let's hear a word, but when it hits me, I then knew, but should I have waited till it hit me? No, right? But in the case of COVID, should I wait till I catch COVID before I believe it? No. Should I wait till someone I know is affected? No, right? I think that if we do not know, we should sort stories, like what you've done. Ask people, okay, is it not real? Is it real? Someone says they're falling ill. Did you really have COVID? How did it feel? What was it like? And if people are telling you their stories, it shouldn't, at least if 2-3 people are telling you stories, then it shouldn't be a lie, right?
To be honest with you, I agree, because initially when this started, I remember back in April, May when it started, I was speaking to my cousin, and I said to him, these people are just lying. Can you imagine they're shutting down? And he goes, no, Tayo, no, no, no. If experts have said something, people who have gone to school, PhD holders, people with degrees, people who have studied a lot, are saying this thing is a real issue. I think that it's ignorant for you. I think that it is not just ignorant, it is
Will it really be insensitive? Or it's not wise anyway.
yeah, I
Insensitive,
think
not the word. It's not wise for you to discard it.
yeah, based on what's my own knowledge base? How would I
Yeah,
discard that?
yeah.
What gives me the right to discard it? And then that
What do
really,
you have to counter what they've said?
yeah, and that really twisted my mind, my thought process to say, you know what, let me stop acting like I know these things. And then I took it serious. And and the numbers are rising in Alberta. As we all know today, Alberta, the premier has come out and given us new restrictions. We'll talk about this before the end. And so I guess the whole point of this is, first of all, everybody should know that this thing exists. This thing is real. Let's come away with this mindset that they're just lying to us, or there are worse things that can kill us. Yeah, there are worse things that can kill us. I agree. But
don't put yourself in harm's way.
But this didn't kill people. The people that I spoke to didn't die.
Don't jump out there and
yeah, like it's not like people who die because they have pre-existing conditions and maybe I guess it was their time. I don't believe everybody would die from COVID. However, will you feel the pain? Because when I was speaking to this lady, the pain actually is it can ground you. She kept making the payment. You know what? I don't get sick. And I don't get sick often. And I don't get sick often. And this happened to me. And this is somebody that zinc. I've been using zinc all summer. I've been making sure I'm trying to be healthy. I mean, I'm wearing mask, I'm sanitizing. I have a sanitizer in my car. I have one in the house. I have one in my room. And still, so there's no need to be macho about this COVID. It exists. And then I guess my my next point is COVID and our faith. For those of us who are Christians or Muslims, or we have a belief system, a religious belief system. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and the Holy Spirit. But when it comes to COVID and the ways affecting us, I don't think God is against science. I don't think God. I don't think God is against science. As much as I don't think science can explain God, I think that God created doctors and lawyers and nurses, and medical health professionals. So I guess what is the stance? What is the mindset we should have when we are being Christians and say, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. COVID is not going to come near me and my family. That gets me when people say that.
Yeah, well, in doing that, you have to be responsible as well. There are things that you can do. So if there's something you can do to avoid something, avoid it.
Does the blood of Jesus cover that?
Sorry?
Does the blood of Jesus not cover that?
If you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Also, because it's like saying, okay, because I know that the angels are going to deliver me, I'll go and jump in the lion's den.
Well, I know the answer to that question because I know of the guy that did that in UI way back when.
I know what happened to him.
I believe the Lions had a nice barbecued evening.
Okay. So it's the same thing here. You know that this thing, okay, we've determined it exists. There's COVID, right? Let's say the name is not, maybe it's the COVID thing that is the problem. Let's say the name is not COVID. There's something out there that people come in contact with that makes people sick, right? And if there is a way to avoid it, avoid it. So, for example, if you don't have to be in a certain place, don't be there, right? If you have to wash your hands, wash your hands. Now, there are people that cannot do but be at work. We have doctors there. We have nurses there, right? Those are the people we should now put our, expend our strength on. Those are the people that we should now be praying for, that Father, Lord, keep them, because they are their place of duty. They have to be there. They have to resume. They have to be the one to take care of people that fall sick eventually. But if you don't have to be there, if you don't have to be in a certain place that would expose you to this, then don't be there. Don't do things. If they say if and the thing is, with what I feel is that there's so much trial and error, understandably so. This is just COVID is I'm not sure anybody has experienced this kind of pandemic before in their lifetime, right? So it's almost a guess game. Maybe if we wear mask, maybe if you do this, maybe if we do that. So knowing that people are trying measures to help, you also should sit in your own room and think of ways you can help yourself, help your family. because you don't want to be in a situation where you sit back and say, if only I knew. Regrets is a terrible thing. For the rest of your life, you would keep blaming yourself, right? So you do everything that you can do. When you've now done all that there is to be done, at that point, you'll be like, you know what, God, I did my best.
I think you have a point, Anyway, folks, this is the Tayo Elnathan show, live with Tayo Elnathan. We're sharing your stories on the LCC Media Foundation platform. Please share, please like. If you want to contact us, the email is tayoelnathan@gmail.com for your stories. We're happy to share them. We're talking about COVID and our COVID and how it affects us. The show is on COVID today. Even though it's an interesting topic, it's really not it's really not what I would like to talk about. By now, I thought the pandemic would be over, but it's not over yet. And Christmas is coming. Today, December 8th, I believe.
Yes,
And Christmas is how many more days? And that's leads me to the next section. Christmas is the time when usually people release. Actually, those of us in the immigrant community, a lot of Africans don't understand Thanksgiving. If you've not lived in the US before, you're not Thanksgiving. You're like, they're just giving us turkey. Okay, we eat the turkey, get a day off.
Christmas is the main thing.
And then September, I know the Labor Day is September. Somebody said, "What are you celebrating today?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that
it's a holiday. We have to stay exactly."
The other one before this one was July 4th. Sorry, July 1st. The
Canada Day.
There was no fireworks this year, and I usually look forward to we couldn't do all that either. But people like, I got a day off, I get to sleep in, it's okay, and then we did other ones, Family Day and then Victoria Day and all that. But you know what? I think for most people in the community, especially the African community, even the not African community, Christmas, is usually the big one, 25th, 26th, the whole December period. You're buying Christmas presents for your children. Children are decorating. You're sending money home.
Oh yes.
World Remit is on my neck. Oh yeah, send money. We've improved our
money. Yeah.
Remitly is saying, "Come and join us. Are better than World Remit." The other one is saying, "Send money with love." I don't even know whether that's possible. So send money with love.
You can receive money with love.
Advert I saw the other day, sending your money with love. I'm like,
you just send the money anyway. You receive money with love.
But definitely I'm not sending it with love. But hey, all of them are emailing me back and forth. Join us. We have your money. We send it for you. MoneyGram is blinking. Western Union is smiling. All that is, it's our December parole. All we do in the December period, But now to now so that we cannot gather, So now so that I look forward to the Christmas service actually, for the carols, and now that can't happen this year because of COVID. And the question is, we're still going to gather. They're not just going to know. How do you handle that? Because it's going to be a quiet Christmas without friends and family. I don't know if you are seeing that. It's going to be a very quiet Christmas without, friends and family. What do you say to that? How do we handle this, I guess? Because
how do we? I feel like for even us, the older ones, especially families that have kids, you have a lot of questions to answer.
Mommy, why can't we see? Mommy, why can't this happen? What do you
you have a lot of questions to answer. But I think the whole idea is to kind of slow things down even before Christmas and see what happens, But yeah, let's even say, for example, nothing happens and then we are still on the lockdown by Christmas,
It's most likely that the lockdown will be there by Christmas, and it's most likely that we are going to all kind of get to know each other well. Families, husbands and wives or children or
with the kids,
we are going to kind of be cooped up together.
We've been cooked up since March. Somehow we are out again, we are cooked up, we're out again, we're cooked up,
But I want to speak to those people who have a difficult time at home. Not everybody's in a happy place in their home.
And that's what I was going to get to. For people that have kids, you have a lot of questions to answer. But for people that are probably just by themselves, and this is usually the time for them to now at least travel somewhere to be with family, and all that. and then they have to be there by themselves. I think that I will not say the truth about it's going to be a very difficult one, right?
Yeah,
Because that's just the truth, it's Christmas. Your brain, your body, everything is telling you, well, you shouldn't be here,
yeah,
but they are there, right?
yeah.
So I feel like there'll be so many online things, you know. I
Mm,
would not advise for anybody to just be locked up and then turn on the TV and all that. Connect with family somehow. If you are going to play games online, if you are going to just chat, if you are going to, but be connected to a human being,
yeah,
you
what I
know.
wonder is if there are services that give food, cooked food. I know that the Edmonton Food Bank was giving out turkey, and Christmas, hampers. I know also that the Bissell Center is giving out, if you call them. I know Christmas Bureau was, but Christmas Bureau has always done Christmas each year for
Mm,
children. I didn't follow up on their dates this year, even if you are still doing. But I know that Santa's Anonymous Ched, that the radio station, they're also doing Christmas, giveaways and all that.
yeah,
What I
something
wonder,
anonymous is gifts, yeah.
yeah, I was wondering if there's anybody that does food, cooked food, so that if you don't want to cook or you can't cook, you can just pick up a plate of Christmas, dinner. I have to look into that and
Yeah,
share it on
something we should look
my
into and then share,
website.
yeah, next week,
I
yeah.
said, but you're right about that. For those of us, for those of us who are unable to, who are living by ourselves, who are alone, yeah, and our thoughts and prayers. But if you want to reach out, family, I think what
Mhm.
what I want to say is make the plan before Christmas. So don't wake up on Christmas and
Yeah,
feel lonely. Think
yeah.
about what you're gonna do before Christmas. Like from the
Hmm.
20th to the 21st. Start thinking. You can organize, like you said, virtual games. Get a bunch of your
Hmm.
friends together.
Hmm.
Organize some things you can do. I know you could do virtual games. I'm playing Scrabble virtually with about five different people now. Some of them I know, some of them are beating me. It's like I can't spell. Some of them I'm like, I'm doing okay. So they're virtual games, Zoom, 40 minute Zoom, when it cuts off, log in again, kind of
By
kind of
all means, yeah.
dial,
Yeah, just keep connecting.
keep
Yeah.
connecting. So some of us watch shows. Make sure your Netflix subscription is on point.
Hmm.
Your YouTube subscription is on point for those of us who listen to sermons. Make the plan before the day. I guess that's
Yeah,
what we can
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Plan it out.
Even for families, for apart from people alone, for families, I feel like one big idea is, dress those children up the way you dress them up every other year, and take pictures. Let
I
them know
like
it's a
that. I like
special day.
that. I like that.
Take pictures. You
Let them
don't need
collaborate.
you
Yeah.
don't need a camera to take pictures. Use your
On
phone.
phone.
Take very beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
Go to Canva. Go and do. There are nice platforms of frames you can put those pictures in.
Yeah. Mhm.
Just do something, make it special.
Something. Yeah.
Get
Snap.
them dressed. Everybody eats with your dress.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yes.
around. One thing I'm planning on doing with my kids on Friday on the Christmas morning is let's sing carols. We're going to sing
That's
carols.
it. All dressed, singing carol, and then video it. Because
Yeah.
these videos, there's some videos I watched of how many years ago. I'm like, oh wow, put those videos. You'll be shocked
You be
many
just
years down the,
yeah.
you
Make it interesting. I mean, when like
yeah,
lemons, so you make what lemonade. You know,
exactly.
that's what we can do here. And you know what? Actually, what I'm most excited about is not having to cook. And every year, you do all this massive cooking. You cook, you cook, you cook,
By the time you're done, you're just sleeping.
and then for 4 days, I'm still cleaning up my house. Like
Yeah.
literally, I'm cleaning up stuff. The dishes are not done washing. Foil paper everywhere. Garbage is full. Pot everywhere. So in a way, I won't even make a fuss about cooking. My children, though, have said that, "Mommy, can you make this for us?" I make a mean sweet potato casserole.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, sweet potato, very easy actually. Cut up the sweet potato, add cinnamon, add brown sugar, a bit of butter, bake it, and it's really nice. You know,
That's it.
I know,
And
right?
then you have all the time with the kids,
And
right?
I have all the time with the
I
kids.
feel like that's what one thing COVID has done. It has refocused us. It has made us focus on the things that matter.
Yeah, it has refocused some people. It has brought fear into some people. It has caused some people to have unnecessary conspiracy theory about how this is the end of the world and this is rapture. And You know,
The truth about conspiracy theories are there. It will always be there. Trust
true,
me.
true, true.
If the sky turns red tomorrow, there's going to be something that pops
Well,
up. So we
I
should we should focus on what matters.
well,
Before it happens. What are the things that matter? Rapture. Okay, the world will end.
you're planning to die once. The question is, where are you going when you die? You know, no, it's a valid question because you will die.
So
And the
yeah.
question is, spirits don't die because the spirits die, then it will negate the whole idea of God. You
So
know that you're not dead when you die. You
be
just
at
have to
peace.
go. Be at
Don't
peace.
worry.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
You'll be okay, because I learned something, but I learned something that is in the process of death that resurrection happens.
Oh yeah.
I didn't believe that. I didn't know that when the seed dies and then it resurrects.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, death is a growth process. Does that? No, I don't know if, but you see what I'm saying, that when the seed dies, when you plant a seed, a corn seed, it
It
dies.
has to die. Yeah.
I didn't know that. To me, it didn't occur to me. So meaning that when you actually die, you come back up. And now some people do believe that's reincarnation. No, I'm not talking about reincarnation
No,
now.
not reincarnation.
I'm talking more like resurrection, more like having a spirit, shedding your physical body and having a spirit, body. But it's really cool to know that when you die, when you die, that's where the resurrection also happens. I didn't know that. But we digress. Let's go back to COVID. We're not going to die. We're going to come back after COVID rejoicing.
We'll be here 2021.
We'll be here 2021, 2024, 2028. We see the flying cars in 2035.
Yeah.
Maybe they have created the flying cars by then. I don't know. But I think this will not. I think we're going to leave. But the whole point of this show is, COVID is there. It affects us. Don't act like as if COVID is not there. You can't use your faith to wish it away. What you can do is be protected. Some of us, faith people have said, this is it doesn't exist. I don't think anything our Christian faith, or I speak only on the Christian faith because that's where I'm versed. I don't think anything in the Christian faith talks about you wishing away or praying away challenges. If anything, you face tribulations, right? If anything, happen. The key is, are you prepared mentally, physically, in every way, financially, to deal with or to pass through the fire? And that is the point of this thing. That it's there. COVID is there. I've known people who've had it. I've seen people how they've behaved after they've had it. They have a new respect for the healthcare workers. They have a new respect, for the flu. So a lot of them, I'm not going to catch the flu. I don't know the flu vaccine. And then you catch and you're like, wow, I'm going to get the flu vaccine. So COVID is there. COVID exists. Let's know that. But in knowing that does not mean to create fear, but to know that you are going to do the right things and you're going to keep yourself safe and God will protect you, So I say that because I've heard a bunch of faith people say, no, never, and I don't like to hear that. I want you to speak with faith, but also with wisdom and with knowledge. There's nothing about our faith that says take away our mind, our knowledge base, Also, for Christmas is coming, make a plan for Christmas. Plan for Christmas.
Plan photo shoots, plan games, plan very light food. Enjoy yourself.
Even Christmas, today I'm going to read out some of the restrictions that the Premier has given us. It says, restaurants, pubs and bars, lounges and cafes are now limited to only takeout, curbside pickup, and delivery are permitted now. So no more in-person service. Casinos, bingos halls, gaming and entertainment centers, racing entertainment centers, horse tracks, raceways, bowling alleys, pool halls, legions and private clubs. The closure, by the way, is taking effect at midnight Sunday. And
all closed. I think salons should be on that list as well.
Fitness centers, pool, spas, gyms, studios, camps, indoor rinks, arenas, library, science centers, interpretive centers, museums, galleries, amusement parks, and water parks. West Edmonton Mall, bye-bye.
Oh my goodness.
Offering personal awareness services such as hair salons, nail salons, tattoo parlors, and massage businesses. Funerals and weddings will be limited to 10 people. That one is there.
Nigerians should not just get married now.
Virtual wedding. Child, how do you do this actually be? I don't understand that one. You know what though? You know what though? I can do a virtual Nigerian engagement ceremony because you know what? I don't know. I don't like to dance, and there's a lot of dancing related in that involved in that engagement, Yoruba engagement. You know, so
I will even do virtual everything
no, I can. No,
if
no,
you
no.
give me
I
the
want to walk
chance.
down the aisle.
Like
I don't mind walking down the
sometimes it's
aisle.
too much for me.
I don't
Oh
mind
my
walking down the
goodness.
aisle. But what I do, kind of,
No, it's the noise,
the
I
spending
like
of
the
the money.
feeling though, but by the time this person is saying, everybody has a suggestion, everybody has what to say, everybody has an opinion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wondering what would the husband and wife feel?
It
What
takes
do they really want?
I know, no, that no, the wedding is for the family. Are you kidding me? The marriage is for you, the wedding is for the family. Because when I remember my traditional, I say, oh God, I kept getting tripped up on the wire. Yeah, I was trying to dance, and those dog drummers, they kept doing they kept drumming, and I was trying to dance, and they'll be in front. I'm like, how am I supposed to walk through them? And I'm just getting caught on the wire, and I'll go back again. And I was wearing high heels. Before I get my back was paining me. And then the cheerleader, Alaga, Joko said, "You down." I said, who's going to get up from here? Like, are you kidding me? I was like, what is this? And then she said, you didn't dance, so you didn't dance, so you have to dance again. So I'm dancing. Come on, you have to go for that dance. I said, go for that where? I'm looking at them like, you better move me to the chair. Or else and then she kept doing it. By this time, money has finished. I didn't have any more money. So somebody said that I was
you're supposed to put like, make sure you're having like 10, 10, 20, 20, 100, 100. Oh my goodness.
I didn't want somebody came and gave me more money. The moment they saw that they gave me money, they started
They'll say you
beating
should start dancing more. Exactly.
like it took me a moment to understand that that I could do virtually. I'll just be there shaking and show, thank you,
It's nice. I enjoy the whole everything, but
the sun was hot. Like the makeup off my face. By the time I sat down, they had to send the makeup lady to touch because my face was drooping, So,
yeah.
so that I could do virtually. But I don't know if this COVID thing likes us Africans. It's not for us at all. 10 people at the wedding.
10? No.
I can
10.
get nobody wants to go there and be sad. But wait, that's like the entire what's that? It's not even
my wedding. They sent a big bus from the village of people that I do not know.
My question is the 10 people that you want to invite. Once you take the father and the mother of both the groom and the bride, that's 4. Who in my own
the officiating pastor?
5.
Who? No, this can't be only one person officiating. No. There have to be at least 2 or 3 people. Yeah. No, then there should be cameraman to help you keep memory. There should be photographer to help you keep memory.
Is that inclusive in the 10? Is that inclusive?
Oh, yeah, of course. 10 people. 10 people is 10.
Oh, so you're saying that including cameraman, photographer,
10 people, everybody together that will be there. 10.
Bridesmaid, what's the other one?
Just know that there's no bridesmaid because there's nowhere they will fit into this matter.
Because I'm even looking at family. Which of the 10 aunties of
you know what? No auntie, no uncle. It has to be father, mother. Because that's it. Just father, mother. That's 4. Husband and wife, 6. Officiating pastor.
They didn't look at Africans when they did this.
So that's why we're in Canada. We're not in Nigeria.
You want to that we've been waiting for the past 30 years. When my daughter gets married, I should be. This now I see the pain of this COVID. I was being
it's quite a bit, yeah.
It's really painful. Father Lord, it's interesting. You're right.
It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
I can just imagine. Mothers are upset at this time. Although, if you're one of those fathers, they're like, thank God, won't feed plenty people. Thank God, I can see the money that I've been planning for.
Trust me, they will say, don't worry, go for the church blessing. At 2021, we'll do the main party.
I know. But you say that see now that we're not expecting twins.
No, they will not do it. You don't have to be there. It's a family. You know how they do wedding abroad and then the family in Nigeria will be doing the party.
Oh, the family will not no. That's once they've wedded, they've wedded. No.
No, don't worry. You don't have to be there. They
No, I'm
will
just
do
imagining that if I'm one of my, if it was my father, I'd say, hey, this is just 10 people, thank God.
it.
I'll give you half of the money I put aside for the wedding. Me, I'll keep the
It's,
other.
sometimes their peace is more important than all that. By the time his wife is disturbing him 20 times, only
And
will say, take the money,
it's true. Yeah,
take
you're
the
right.
party.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I see your point. COVID is. See, this is the point. COVID has its impact on everybody. Let's
Yeah.
not act like as if it's not there. I think it's foolhardy to say it doesn't exist. We need to acknowledge its presence and deal with it that way, and take care of ourselves, our mental health. What you need to do. If you need to jump up, play music, scream, shout, tell your boss you need a mental health day. The resources are out there. People,
Mhm,
let's find the resources. Let's
mhm.
let's do what we need to do to take care of ourselves. Let's plan for Christmas Day, and for Christmas shopping. Amazon does the best. Not that Amazon has paid me for this show, but if you feel the need to buy things, you can actually send people Amazon gift cards.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me send you this $50 on Amazon, buy what you want, as opposed to even stressing out on sending gifts. And
Mhm,
your kids really have a lot of things through the year. Don't put yourself under pressure that you must buy them gifts. I'm sure
yeah.
your children should understand the principle of today we have and maybe tomorrow we don't have. It's what it is, really. We're happy to be
It is
alive.
what
We
it
have
is.
food on the
Yeah.
table. We are together. Those are the conversations we should have with our children. It's not always going to be, things change from time to time. For the better, we hope. But there are times when it slows. We deal with it. So, guys, I think this is our show. I hope we've impacted you one way or the other. Make a plan for Christmas. Let's obey the rules. Let's keep safe. Bola, last word goes to you. Of the word smiles.
No worries. We're going to check on other things we can do for Christmas, I guess, for the next show, and then help everybody. But that we are home shouldn't make it sad. We should be happy. There's so much to be thankful for. There's
Yeah,
so much to be happy
we've
about.
been through most of the
But the
pandemic.
most important thing is to stay safe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, from the Elnathan show and the Lccmediafoundation, want to say we love you all. Thank you for joining in. We appreciate you. Stay safe, stay blessed. If you need anything, give us an email, Elnathan at LCCmedia. At Elnathan at gmail.com. Or just drop us. We're on Facebook. And we're on all the handles. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure. See you next Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m. Live with Elnathan. And to my worthy friend Bola, you look like a
Thank you.
female. I'm not happy about that. I'm
I will tie this cap next week again.
You look too young. This is not right. Have a good week.
Yes, bye.
Bye.